Well, I made my own wipers, used my old ones, the old wiper blades, and I didn't really want to go down to get the cheap new ones because I never turn them on. So I'm going to tell you guys real quick, if you guys were wanting to do this, you didn't want to really go out and buy the new blades, and heck, how long they last, the new garbage. And I have the old originals like this with the logo on them. And so I made the new blades and put them in, and it's something you can do while you're building your car. Takes a couple minutes to do. It's not that hard and pretty easy. So what I did is I used this rubber right here. Look familiar? If you have an older car, generally you have an extra foot or two, which is just about right for the wiper. Um, when you're doing these, because you have three deck lid rubbers to make the front hood. So, well, here we go. It's a piece right here. So you end up, what do? Is you take your scissors. You got to have some really good scissors for this. You can't really use a razor blade. It doesn't cut straight enough. And I cut off this bead right here. I cut that bead off, and then I took the scissors and I flipped it over, and I cut off that little bead right there, that one where my finger's touching. I cut that part off. I'll do a little example of what I did here. Sweet, I didn't think I was going to have anything for you guys for show and tell. So what I did is exactly this. I cut off this little thing right here, and then I cut off this little bead right here. And this is probably enough to make an extra set of wipers. In fact, maybe I'll make some for my other car. Good idea. So you cut off that one, you cut off the little edge, and then what you do is this portion right here is going to be your wiper blade. That is this edge right here. And I shoved this part, that little bit taller part there, this one, into the blade surface. So what I did is I opened it up, opened it up all the way along, took my old blade out, and like I said, these are pretty much for show. They might kind of work, but they're not. I'm not going to say they do. Okay, and if you wanted to play with them, maybe grind a straight edge on them or something like that. If you had some filing tools, you could probably make them work. But they're not going to work very good if they do. But it's mostly just for show. Because like I said, most of us are just putting the wipers on to make sure that, you don't get a ticket. And you're not really going to use them. I mean, I'd hope you're not going to drive your car in the rain. Your old classic. They get water in places you can't get it out and start the rusting process again. So, I mean, occasionally you might get stuck in a storm or something, and maybe on the way home, and they might kind of help out a little bit. Rain-X probably would work better. But anyway, so I opened up this whole area here. Then what I did is I cut out where the rivet is. You have to notch it out right here. You'll see how the old one was done. Notch it out so that the rivet doesn't interfere in the center. Then after I opened it all up carefully, I had to use a screwdriver. You could use a putty knife or something like that if you're really trying to get it clean, smooth. Not too bad. I don't have much bumpage on there. And then what I did to close them back down is I used these Harbor Freight duckbill pliers, or vice grips. They have these, they're real cheap, little set, Harbor Freight tools. And I crimped everything back together with the new rubber in it, and they actually hold pretty nice. Actually, the rubber is in there pretty good. I didn't use any silicone or like that to hold it in place. Just use the duckbill pliers and just squeeze it back in, and it seems to hold pretty good. And it looks nice. You don't hardly even notice that they're, then I made them. You don't really notice it. They just look old, and it looks cool. So anyway, if you want to save your old original wiper blades and make some cosmetic ones, They're not going to really work. Like I said, I don't know. I haven't tried. Maybe I'll drive it in the rain tomorrow just to see if they even do anything, or if it rains the next couple days. Just see. Who knows? Maybe it'll kind of just move the rain away a little bit, but it's not going to wipe the window clean. Anyway, so if you want to try that, do your own little project there, you can do that. Save yourself the $8, especially when you already have the rubber left over from if you're doing an early car, you've already got this left over. It only took me about 10 minutes to make them. So anyway, talk to you next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.